James, happy Pride.
Same to you. Happy Pride, everybody.
I want to take you back to when you came out, before you were Mr. Mayor. What was that process
When
like
was
for
that?
you? Well, exactly. When was it?
Long time ago. For me, like a lot of folks, I always knew I was gay, but I didn't necessarily know how to vocalize that, particularly in the late 90s when things were very different than they are now. But I was a student at the University of San Diego, and that's kind of how I found my voice as an activist. In the mid-90s, that wasn't a great place for LGBTQ students or faculty, and I started an effort on campus to change the non-discrimination policy to include sexual orientation. It was through that process that I started becoming vocal. I had to start sort of identifying in public, and did like a lot of folks do, which is to tell people incrementally one by one. So I told my mom first, then I told my brother, then I told my dad, and differing reactions, all of it generally positive. I was very, very fortunate, and it's led me to the path where I am today.
San Diego is a destination city. There are a lot of people that move here from out of state, a lot of times leaving states that have currently very harsh regulations, especially against trans people,
Yes.
trans youth. What is San Diego doing to foster that inclusive environment, and is there a reason why they're coming here versus other cities? Why is San Diego such a safe haven for the LGBT community?
We have one of the longest histories of pro-LGBT equality of any city in the country. We have the second oldest and third largest LGBT community center in the country. People would expect the second oldest, that would be LA or New York, right? No, it's San Diego. When it comes to allowing people to serve openly in the military, San Diego was on the forefront of that fight. Our former Congresswoman, Susan Davis, led the hearings to help get that undone. And so, unsurprisingly, this proud military town helped to change those who get to serve in the military. So I suspect if you're in some town far, far away from here, where every message that you're getting from your teacher, from your community, from your church, from your elected officials is that you're not wanted here. I love that you may think and know about a town called San Diego that will embrace you for who you are and allow you to be exactly who you are, and know that by doing so, you'll make our entire city better. I love that message is out there, and I want to be a mayor that says, if you're willing to work hard, play by the rules, you're welcome in San Diego.
And while San Diego continues to be that safe space for many, one of the biggest concerns still present is safety and crime.
What are we doing to ensure the safety of the community in Hillcrest?
I want to be extremely clear to every San Diegan, but particularly the LGBT community, I will do whatever it takes to keep them safe. While crime is down in the city overall, we have seen an uptick in hate crimes and bias-motivated incidents, and their focus on the LGBT community is obvious, and the concentration of those incidents in this neighborhood is also obvious. So as a result, positioning those cameras, both the video and the license plate readers that are attached to them, will allow us to send at least a message that if you want to do something in Hillcrest, we're likely to be able to catch you. And importantly, send a message to the hundreds of thousands of people who are going to come Pride weekend for the parade and festival that they will be safe.
Another topic that we covered, the strides made in the movement for equality. In his decades of political activism, the mayor has faced plenty of homophobia. I asked him how comments online and in the media have affected him personally.
It isn't just, you're a jerk, you're a bum, but you're also, any number of pejoratives that are not appropriate for network television. And, what I know for sure is that other mayors who are not openly LGBT, they also get called names, but they're not called those names. And when seeking this office in 2020, another news station tried to suggest that I was a pedophile, right? And that was extremely personally harmful. Again, I got thick skin. This is not my first time at the rodeo. But I know what that message sends to people who don't have as thick a skin, who don't understand the motivations behind that and why that would occur. And it makes me think that, gay is my superpower, right? That all those bullying and taunting back in junior high were great preparation for doing a job where a lot of people are openly critical of you, because you can drown that out and stay focused on the mission, which is to run the 8th largest city in this country. So yeah, a lot of homophobia, a lot of really personally charged comments, but my focus is on making sure I'm delivering for San Diegans.
Cheers. I guess they're not glass.